And welcome everybody to the Sweet Caroline Open Grand Slam. We're about to start the women's doubles final between Longoria, Salas, who are on the court warming up, and Mejia, Herrera, who are the 3 seeds looking to cause an upset. May not be an upset, we'll see. I'm joined just for a few minutes with Laura Fenton. Laura, I know you have a flight to catch, but we wanted to really mention and thank the sponsors for this event, and also in South Carolina.
You know, one of the sponsors, Tim, a lot of people may be or may not be aware of, the Piedmont Comprehensive Pain Management Group has offered to sponsor the Women's Racquetball Hall of Fame wall right here in Greenville, South Carolina.
Big news.
Here at the Club for Sports, which is it's a wonderful thing for women. And, you know, Piedmont Comprehensive is very dear to my heart, too. If it weren't for Bill Watkins, I happened to be here a year and a half ago and was scheduled double knee replacements. And he happened to be here at the Racquetball Club and had said he had just had these injections done. And I really kind of blew it off at the time. You know, like a lot of other people, if you've had cortisones or PRP, Synvisc, Orthovisc, you know, everything, you're thinking, okay, the last resort, you know, is the replacement.
Right.
And I heard about this and I said, okay, what was that again? And he was back on the court running in 1 week's time.
What?
So I went home and I researched this, and it made so much sense because it wasn't stem cells from your own body. It was stem cells from a newborn baby's umbilical cord, the consent of the mother having a C-section, but that highest concentration, those protein filaments right there in that, they cryo-freeze it, overnight it, and it goes back in. And keep in mind that the joint has to have cartilage in it, but it regenerates soft tissue, you know, your meniscus cartilage. It can be done in any joint, anywhere in your body for that fact. But it regenerated within 48 hours. The more active you are after that, don't mean you go run a marathon the 3rd day, but you start to get active again, you're even better.
Wow.
And literally, I was back playing tennis full time, playing softball, which I hadn't played in probably 15 years, playing pickleball again. I play racquetball recreationally now. You know, but the fact that I avoided the surgeries, I can't thank them enough. And they are probably the nicest, most loving, genuine, sincere doctor's office I have ever been to in my life. So I'm just wanting to share that with people that, you know, there is at least another option. You know, before going in and having that surgery, on the rehab, and you're out, you know, 6 months to a year, it's like, look into Piedmont.
And we should also mention they're huge supporters of racquetball.
Huge supporters.
And the Hall of Fame is a big deal.
And because of them, I mean, as sponsor of this tournament, sponsoring that entire wall to be done, you know, specifically for women too here.
Yeah, so just to clarify to our left, they've started construction on this wall, and it will be done by next year at this tournament, where they'll be inducting ladies into this Hall of Fame. So we talked about, you know, the LPRT being a big home in South Carolina, and this is great evidence of that. Well, Laura, thanks so much for joining us, also for the singles, and appreciate your support of the Ladies Racquetball Tour and being here this weekend. We're going to switch it over because they're about to introduce our ladies for the doubles matches, and we'll just pause for just a second and be back with you in a minute. It's pretty loud and crazy in here in Greenville, South Carolina. Lights, camera, action for this doubles final as the players enter. Herrera, Mejia entering first as the third seeds. I'm joined for this match by JP Edwards. JP, third seeds, but on paper, maybe not necessarily in reality, because these two have the winning record this season against the one seeds, Longoria and Salas.
I was extremely excited to watch this team take on Argentina in the semifinals, and it did not disappoint. They played extremely well. They earned their spot here in the final against the #1 ranked team, and I think that either team could take it. So in this match, I think I'm going to root for Team Mexico.
You wanted me to say something there. Well, all 4 players are from Mexico. I think we're in for a special, special match. The ladies in black are the 3 seeds. The ladies in the garnet red color are the 1 seeds. Salas, Longoria have dominated women's doubles over the last 6 or 7 years, but only recently have Herrera and Mejia come in and said, you know what? Nope, I think we need to be #1. They won the Mexican Nationals, went to the World Championships. They won the US Open this year, and they're looking to extend their record this season over Salas, Longoria. Salas on the right side, Longoria on the left. In the back, Mejia on the right, Herrera on the left. Here we go. Swing and a miss from Herrera on the left side.
We do have Fran Davis watching live, coach for Paolo Longoria.
And also present, Jim Winterton, coach of Salas. So
it's quite the pair of coaches.
Quite a pedigree. Herrera, Mejia, usually coached by a friend in the stands, but
US Open champions.
Exactly. So far, it's working for them. I don't know. Longoria has played outstanding this weekend. Salas last night absolutely dominated the doubles match. Herrera, Mejia won over Mendez and Vargas. Good cover from Herrera. Salas crushed it into the right corner. A long rally. If we're going to get rallies like that, it's going to be a long afternoon.
And I expect a lot more rallies like that between these two teams. Their court coverage is incredible. So despite their ability to hit almost nearly perfect shots, there's always somebody seeming to be able to get to the ball. Skip from Salas and a side out.
So a good start from Longoria Salas, but Herrera and Mejia earned their first point, 1-3. Longoria, smart shot down the left side. Herrera stuck in the middle.
Oh, Herrera was there, just couldn't get a clean shot, skips it, side out. So the #1 team remaining in the lead, 3-1.
Salas just crushing the ball. Mejia got there, got her feet twisted up, put the ball into the floor, and you heard the outcome of what she thought of that. Ooh, what's the call? Half out, avoidable hinder. Salas doesn't like it. You see her expression.
But no appeal. I think she knew that
yeah,
she took away that down the line shot, and that's the reason why it was an avoidable was called.
Excellent call by our head official, Maria Renee Rodriguez, supported by Valeria Centellas and Natalia Mendez. Oh, great hands from Mejia. Not that time.
All 4 players so closely bunched up in the middle.
Yeah.
It's playing very risky.
Well, I don't think there's too much love lost between these two teams.
Yeah.
I mean, each team knows that they're in for a battle. Salas steps in with the backhand and snaps a winner. Herrera needs to play well if the 3 seeds are going to win this. Longoria sticking down the middle. Again, Salas. She's the team captain of this pair. Takes the majority of the shots. Mejia prefers to take the majority on her team. Salas, I think, was a little screened. That time a skip from Salas after another long rally. Mejia doesn't hit the ball extremely low, but she doesn't skip it and force Salas into hitting one more. Salas eventually putting one in the floor.
Yeah, smart play from Mejia. Just too many mistakes allowed #1 team to gain a pretty good lead. So she starting to play a little bit smarter.
Doubles is a game of runs, though, because both players have an opportunity to serve. It's 2-7. First server Herrera. Let's see if they can go on a run. Skip ball, Salas.
Yeah, and Mejia just taking charge of the court now, hitting shots, not necessarily kill shots, but putting the ball in difficult positions for Salas and Longoria to set up.
They made it. And Salas with a huge skip in the middle of the court. She had all the time in the world, and you could see just tried to snap it across her body with her wrist rather than a full swing. Smart shot, Longoria. Four, 7. Ooh, that's got to be a point. I agree. Salas was completely stuck. And you can see Herrera just standing there, demonstrating how ready she was to hit that ball. Good call again by our official, in my opinion.
Oh, great court coverage by Mejia. Just doesn't get there in time. Side out.
Again, I think this match is going to come down to the left side. Herrera has to be a little more aggressive rather than just pushing the ball back. Oh, tough shot from Mejia.
Speaking of aggressive, good down the line control.
This time Herrera tells her teammate she wants it. That time Salas jogs forward, knowing she ripped one into the left corner.
So how would you describe this serve that Paola's hitting? Almost like a half Z mid lob to the middle?
Yeah. Herrera again making a mistake. She needs to settle down a little. It's a little sloppy right now. 9-5 replay. Wow. You can't kill it any better than that, Salas. Mejia walks forward and then was like, no, that really was a great shot. Turns around, back pedals. Longoria this time with the backhand winner. And they, the 1 seeds, are 11-5 up. No timeouts taken by Herrera and Mejia. Just not good enough from Herrera.
Yeah, a little bit off on the court positioning. I think Salas recognized that Mejia was trying to take control, and Longoria as well, and now they're just picking on that side of the court.
Almost says Mejia to her partner Herrera. Lots of Z balls from Longoria in this doubles match. Very effective. But Longoria is just playing superbly.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly what you would expect from Longoria. Very few mistakes.
And Salas says, I can hit great shots too. Side out, no points earned by Mejia Herrera. Again, no timeout. JP, no coaches here, and we mentioned kind of the value of that.
Yeah, I mean,
you would expect a coach to be screaming timeout by now.
This is where it starts to you know, play a role that you can see what's going on the court in a different way when you're not playing. And with a coach there, it's extremely helpful to say, you know, you need to take a timeout. Here's the things you need to change. And another skip from Mejia will bring up the first game point opportunity.
I mean, we've been playing, 10 minutes, and it's already game point number 1. Oh my, Mejia. Herrera finally puts one down.
And you know, so Mejia's playing extremely aggressive, taking the majority of the shots. But I would almost think that she needs to let Herrera have a few of these setups, let her kill the ball, gain a little more confidence.
There it is, first game, and Mejia and Herrera look a bit dejected as they walk off the court, and I would too. Just like that, game number 1, the 1 seeds overcome the 3 seeds, 15-5. So we'll take a break. We'll be back in 2 minutes. We'll see what Mejia Herrera come up with for game number 2.
I'm Holly Scott, I'm 20 years old, and I'm from Seattle, Washington. I've been playing racquetball for about 15 years. My dad started because I didn't like the daycare at the gym, so I was very bored and I needed to go play racquetball. It's my calling. I love the LPRT. I get to travel, meet new people, work on my Spanish, and it's just a great experience and everyone should experience it. Reaching your dream foundation is really important to me because it helps me travel, to get experience, to do better in racquetball and in life. They teach you to do things professionally, on and off the court. My goal is to be #1. Obviously, same with everybody. It's difficult, but with their help.
And we're back, everyone, for game 2. Tim Baghurst, JP Edwards. Well, we talked about it during the break. Didn't really expect that from these two teams. Credit Longoria, Salas. They really took charge and played impeccably.
Yeah, and you can almost tell it looks like they've come into this match with a game plan.
Yes.
And they're executing it very well.
Yes.
Mejia and Herrera need to find answers quick, or else I think we could see a similar thing happen in game 2 that we saw in game 1.
Skip ball from Salas. Still 0-0. Longoria to serve. Replay called. No argument from Mejia. The serve is really working from Longoria. No, that should be a replay.
Point awarded. We'll see if there's an appeal.
Wow.
No appeal.
Well, we just missed it. I'm shocked. I would have appealed that. Should have been very clear. Remember, straight shot to the front wall, down the line or cross court to the back corner.
Stop.
0 serving 1. Crowd just seem a little flat. I think they're just shocked by the scoreline.
I agree. Once this match started, they all kind of went quiet. All watching intently.
Skip ball, Longoria. This is better for Mejia Herrera, but it's because of the errors from their opponents rather than their shot making. Again, I go back to Herrera. She's the shot maker of the two. She's the one who puts balls away. And I've only seen her do it once so far in this match. Longoria, this will be tough. Oh, really tough. I think we got a great angle of that. Longoria just confirming the score, 2-1. Thanks to all of you who've joined and are watching. This is the final of doubles. We saw Longoria convincingly win the singles earlier over Vargas. Tough from Mejia. Wow, that was aggressive. Look at how she attacked this ball early when she had the opportunity.
So this is their first lead of the match, 3-1.
Miscommunication between Herrera and Mejia. They both left it for the other. No call, and that's part of the communication.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of an inexperience. Haven't been playing together as long as Longoria and Salas have.
Good hands for Mejia to keep that ball alive. Tough from Salas. Mejia walks back and you can see she's annoyed. Her whole facial expressions are one of annoyance. You can see in the back a long conversation going on between Mejia and Herrera. That's better from Herrera. She needs more of those.
Yeah, maybe it has something a little bit to do with the talk they just had. Maybe a little bit of strategy, a little bit of motivation.
Right, a mini timeout, so to speak.
Mm-hmm. Point awarded
again.
And I think that's a good call, and Mejia Herrera not arguing it even in the slightest.
3 serving 3. Oh my goodness. Replay. Mejia doesn't like it at all. We're going to have an appeal.
So Mejia is saying that that ball would not have made it to the front, that it hit the bottom of her shoe.
So both line judges disagree with our official, which means the call's overturned. Great shot, reverse pinch winner from Longoria. She skipped that one.
Very rare. Haven't seen too many of those.
So Mejia's been sticking with this drive Z. She gets a loose return for Herrera to hit. Wow. Stepping in.
Seemed as almost with those kill shots, Salas was just hitting the ball harder and harder and harder and lower until she just powers that one into the front wall.
I have to say that was a hard backhand too from Salas.
Yeah.
And I say that, you know, this tournament I've seen some solid backhand hitting from her, but she's known for that, which is her forehand, shoulder high, pinch winner. Can't do it much better than that. Samantha Salas, wow. And then an error from Mejia. Skips the ball into the corner. 5 serving 4. Soft hands from Salas.
She's now displayed power and control. If I'm in this match, I know Longoria is the #1 player in the world, but I would not be hitting the ball to Salas.
Samantha Salas is on fire right now.
Wow. The crowd is silent, watching in awe.
I think they're just stunned. I mean, this was supposed to be kind of that back and forth, but we just haven't seen it yet. But Mejia Herrera, they're not out of this. It's only 7-4. If they can get this side out, they can go on a run. But Mejia Herrera, in my opinion, play better when they're a bit more animated, a bit more excited, a bit more pumped up.
I'm seeing a little bit of that from Mejia, but it's mostly frustration and almost no emotion from Herrera. Still not a timeout.
Longoria went shoulder high. It wasn't perfect, but it was good enough. Herrera tried to repeat and wasn't able to execute. Another .94. Finally, Herrera puts one of those serves down. And you could see Herrera, I mean, she's talking to her partner, let's go. that was tough. Just off your screen, the ball slid down the back glass. Point 5 serving 9. Herrera, Mejia want 2 bounces.
It looked from at least what I saw, looked like she got to the ball.
I agree. She's got to keep playing.
The rally continues. And Mejia puts away. It won't matter. Finally, some applause from the crowd. 6-9.
Samantha Salas again. She's really taking control of the second game. Mejia, Herrera just more pushing the ball back, and you can see that Longoria and Salas are demonstrating a little more control when they have an opportunity.
Yeah, and a huge difference between these two teams right now is defensive plays. On that defensive play, Mejia gave Longoria a setup. When Longoria and Salas go defensive like here, very rarely is it a good setup for their opponents.
Half out, skip ball, Salas. There's better shot from Herrera. Offensively stepping in to hit that forehand pinch winner. 7-9. It's getting closer. Mejia just misses it as it slides down the wall on the right side. Mejia just mentioned something to her partner, so I'm wondering if she's going to change up her serve. It looks like she is. High lob Z. And a skip ball from Salas.
7-9. So slowly working their way back into the match, only down by 2 points. Can they keep this momentum?
Ooh, two big skips. Take another look at this. Salas, very aggressive. And just got all twisted up.
Expect Mejia to stick with this high lob Z serve. She does.
JP, all of a sudden we have a match. Great hands for Mejia. Longoria. Beautiful shot. Credit Mejia and Herrera for staying in that with their defense, but ultimately Longoria showing why she's the world #1 in singles and doubles. Good run for Mejia, Herrera. Can they get the side out they need? Herrera's appealing something. So we have an appeal. I'm not sure why. So one agrees and one disagrees. The call was, Herrera was saying that Longoria was in front of her. Our official said, I did not see that. I don't think anything impeded your swing. One disagreed and one agreed, so call stands. Longoria just too good down that left side.
So Longoria and Salas taking control once again of this game. There was a good run from Mejia and Herrera. Can they get back in the service box?
But Mejia rips a backhand pinch winner, mutters something to herself as she walks back. Herrera, she's got to get that ball back. She lunges, she smiles at her partner, but it's another point for Longoria.
Yeah, now they're only 3 points away from the match. Make
Longoria.
that 2.
Wow. Made it look so easy. Timeout on the court, the first taken by Herrera and Mejia in this entire match. And it's 12 serving 9, game 2. Well, if you look on the screen, you'll see in the top left, PCPMG, Piedmont Comprehensive Pain Management Group. They've been a big sponsor of racquetball in South Carolina. They've sponsored this event, and one of the neat things that we announced earlier is that they are sponsoring an LPRT Hall of Fame to be constructed over to our left on the racquetball courts. That's something that they've already started building. It'll be completed by this time next year, and we'll be inducting some ladies into that Hall of Fame at this tournament. JP, it's great to see groups not only local but supporting not just a tournament but also the Women's Professional Racquetball Tour.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things that had set this tournament apart so far for us is that even on like Friday, when we're in the early matches of the tournament, there's a full crowd here.
Yeah.
The local players, whether they were playing amateur or not, are here to watch these players play, and we've had an incredible crowd all weekend long. So you can tell that this town loves watching these women play, and so it's very fitting to have that Hall of Fame here.
Well, I know that the ladies love racquetball here, and they love coming here as professional players because of the hospitality. Ooh, there it is. There's the side out. Hey, JP, guess what? The timeout worked. So you had all game 1 to take one. Why didn't you? Look at that, two rallies won.
And, you know, we mentioned the coaching and lack thereof for Mejia and Herrera.
Herrera. Oh, again, she's
Just not quite there.
And I think that's something she's been working on that needs to continue to improve, is that speed, that agility, getting to some of those balls. Mejia. Salas. Two bounce call. Great effort from both players in that situation. Take another look. Herrera did get that one that time. Salas plunging to the floor, but not able to pick that one up. It's 10 serving 13. Salas crushes one. Mejia thinks it skipped. Look at Salas. Both line judges disagree. I have to say it looked good from here.
Yep.
That's the value of having line judges. It kind of solves some of those problems, and we don't get some of the drama that we might otherwise see.
Right, yeah. But we do have to give a shout out to Maria Renee Rodriguez, our tour head referee. She does a fantastic job and a tough job.
Very.
14-10.
Game point, match point, Longoria. Can she close it out and take the title? Oh!
Wow. An incredible rally. Mejia, Herrera keep themselves in it, but a great dive from Salas. She must have gone at least 3 or 4 feet across the court.
But I've got to say, credit Herrera for hitting the smart shot after the dive. Sometimes it's easy to panic, and she didn't. There's Herrera. Where's that been all match? 10-14, first server. They can do this, 5 points away. Herrera stepping in.
And we're starting to see a little bit of that emotion, a fist pump from Herrera, and a timeout from the #1 team.
I like the timeout. It's 11-14. Suddenly Herrera seems to have come alive and shows some animation. We'll take a break and we'll be back as we resume. Can Mejia and Herrera recover? They're down 11-14 game 2. Welcome back, everybody. Tim Backhurst, JP Edwards joining you for this doubles final. We saw Longoria just really demonstrate why she's the world #1 in singles, and they made quick work of game 1 in doubles, winning 15-4. They had match point, great rally. Herrera staved it off, and now a couple points for Herrera Mejia.
I think it was a smart timeout for Longoria and Salas. We'll see if it pays off on the court.
Not when Longoria controls the ball like that. Just like that, guess what? The timeout, 2 rallies, 1 match point.
Yeah, match point #2.
Salas looking to close this out at the second opportunity. That's not a good serve. Bounced awkwardly off the back wall. Herrera, no, Mejia. Winterton laughing to my left at this rally.
Mejia taking control over the court.
Well, it hit Herrera, and that's the match. Just like that. That's difficult to accept because it was a great rally, but look at that. Longoria and Salas claim the doubles title. So, just like that, it's over, and JP, you know, great match. The first game was just kind of like, wow, what's going on? This isn't a final, is it?
Well, you know, and there's a few things to accredit to that. I mean, I wouldn't say that Mejia and Herrera weren't playing well. They were playing decently, not the best that we've seen them play, but you have to give credit to Longoria and Salas. That's some of the best doubles game that you can ever see on tour. They came in with a calculated strategy, and they carried it out very well.
And I think one of the things that we can take away from this is that serve from Longoria.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like a great serve. It's not something you normally see. Kind of that half lob junk into the middle, but it caused Herrera and Mejia a lot of problems, and they weren't sure who to hit, who should take it. When they did take it, they didn't know what to do with it, and it really was effective.
And in the second game, we saw Mejia and Herrera. They started to come back a little bit, showed a little more emotion, but I think it was just too late.
Yeah.
They were already down by a lot in game 2. Longoria and Salas took that timeout, a smart timeout, and they come back and they hit Longoria 2 shots, quick side out. They win the match. You know, this really shows the advantage of having a coach courtside, I think, in this match.
Yeah, I agree. And we're going to go through the ceremonies for the awards here in a minute.
Yeah.
And so we're setting up the court for those. But, you know, what's your perception of this tournament? This is my first opportunity to come here in Greenville, South Carolina.
Yeah.
I know you're a regular on the East Coast, so give us your impressions, and why should people come out to an LPRT event like this?
Well, like you said, I'm a regular on the East Coast. However, I've never been to this tournament, but this is a great venue. They have 3 clubs, and the one thing, like I said before, that sets apart this tournament is the fan base. You have players come out, and they're not even playing in divisions, but they come just to watch and support the pros. And I think it's just awesome to have a fun, energetic crowd that it just enhances the match so much. So I highly recommend, if you can make it out to one of these tours, go ahead and do so. You might even have an opportunity to play with or against some of these pros with sponsored doubles, which is an awesome program that this tour has. We saw that Saturday last night for this tournament. Lots of sponsored doubles. Everybody had a great time. We also had raffles here at this tournament. I mean, a banquet on Thursday night. There was just so much to this tournament to make it fun for both the players and the fans.
Yeah, absolutely. And the Pro Doubles sponsored is something that any of you should consider participating. I've had the opportunity to play with several of these ladies in various matches, friendly or not. And they really give it all, and they really put in a good effort. And it's just a lot of fun to play with somebody like this. So I think we're about ready for the award ceremony.
Stay on you. I'll tell you when to flip over. Yeah.
We're about ready for the award ceremony.
Yeah.
And just a
Stay on you.
reminder,
Stay on this.
Longoria and Salas get their little selfie in there. That we'll be back in March. We'll be back in March for the. Boston Open.
Whichever one you think is best. Okay. Either whatever.
You see plenty of people down there getting ready. The South Carolina Racquetball Association, all the board members are in there to provide presentations. CJ Josie working very hard to organize this. He's been a big part of this tournament. This is his home tournament each and every year. So if you're around Boston in March, be sure to visit us. We'll be out there, and then we follow that with a trip to San Antonio. From San Antonio, we'll be going to Mexico. So Boston, San Antonio, Mexico. A location to be determined on the Mexico site. We'll let you know as soon as we know. And then we round it out with the TeamRoot.com Classic. TeamRoot.com Classic, $60,000 in prize money in Kansas City. If you're anywhere in the central USA, you should come in. And hey, why not? Kansas City has a great airport. It's easy to get to. Be sure to fly in and not only watch these ladies, but you know, maybe participate in some pro doubles as well. I want to thank South Carolina Racquetball for putting on such a great event. My first experience here, and the announcement that the Hall of Fame will be here as well is just a special moment for everybody involved in South Carolina Racquetball, and they're very, very proud of that fact. And why not? It's something going to be special, and they're building it a little over to my left. I want to say a big thank you to Gearbox Racquetball and Head Pen as well for their support of the LPRT. If you're interested in sponsoring the LPRT, be sure to reach out to TJ at LPR Tour. is her email address. You can see her just over on the left getting things organized. Big thank you to JTRB this weekend, who's been at the controls, providing you with all those wonderful replays, keeping up with the score and all of that. We appreciate your work this weekend, JT. He's my roomie for the weekend, and we've had a lot of fun here in South Carolina. A great amateur draw this weekend as well. 3 different clubs required a lot of organization. There's been a lot of competition through both the women's and men's draws. Maurice Miller, the winner of the men's open singles and doubles. I've got to mention that because he bailed on me as a guest commentator. Here we go.
All right, thank you. First of all, thank you everyone who made this event possible for us again, the LPRT, to come back to Greenville, South Carolina again this year. We've had a great event, a great time. The sponsors and everybody who made this possible, I mean, you're essential to this event, so thank you all. It's a lot of hard work, and we know that, so we appreciate you bringing the LPRT back again. Also, thank you, Jay Josie, part of the LPRT, and also I know you do a lot of work here to make this event happen as well, so appreciate all of you, Lynette, everybody. Without further ado, I'd like to bring up our singles finalist, Maria Jose Vargas from Argentina. All right, Maria, this is becoming a habit, you in the finals. Another final yet this season. So, I mean, what do you attribute to your success this season so far?
Yes, it's a great season for me, these ones. Thank you, everybody, for making this tournament. It's a great tournament. Thank you, Jay. Thank you, Head, for a sponsor, and Charlie is my coach. My family is watching, and thank you, TJ. I love this tournament, and the people is so nice.
I agree with that. I agree with that as well. Didn't turn out quite as well in the doubles final, but you have been a pretty regular player in doubles as well. Anybody else you want to thank, like your partner, Natalia?
Yeah, Natalia is my partner. She's a great player, and she make a good tournament in singles too. Tough match with Alexandra. Congratulations, her, and Valeria is a new in the team, no?
All right, thank you. And again, congratulations, Maria Jose Vargas. We have an awards presentation for you. All right, and now our finalist and champion for Sweet Caroline Open 2020, Paula Longoria from Mexico. Congratulations, Paula. So, Paula, I believe this was 104 wins for you. Can you just tell everybody out there what it takes to be a champion at this level?
Yes, first of all, before I answer your question, I just want to thank all the sponsors that made possible this event, the Swain family for bringing us back here, and all the sponsors that are on my back. I just don't want to give the back for myself, so I'm going to move a little bit. So it's always a pleasure to be here back in Greenville. We really love this tournament. I know you guys put a lot of effort to make it a Grand Slam, and we really appreciate it. And to be on the top of the ranking, it's always tough. You know, it's a lot of level, a lot of competition, the new players, all of them know my game, and all of them, it's going for me. And I know, because when I was not number one, I was looking for the number one at that time, which it was Ronda, and it was my goal to beat her. And now to be there, it makes me, like, every day to keep working really hard, train harder, because I know all the players are growing their level too and raising the level on the tour. So I have a great team. I coach Fran Davis, Edson Martinez, my personal trainer, Nelson, my sports psychologist, Magali, and my therapist, Armando, Andres, and my doctor. It's a whole team that make this possible. We've been working for more than 10 years together, and every time we're trying to improve my game and to try to change all the strategy, because it's been on the finals a lot of times, and the players are knowing my game every time, so it pushed me to keep working really hard. So I want to thank TJ for a great effort and work on the tour. I know it's not easy to deal with a lot of women's, a lot of heads, but we really appreciate all your hard work. And I want to thank all my sponsors that keep believing in me, and my partner that is taking a lot of selfie with my phone. Samantha, it's always a pleasure to play with her. It's been like more than 11 years together. We every time try to fight a lot on the court, and we know each other a lot, the game, and we support each other. It's been hard times sometimes for both of us, but we try to get every time as a team grow on the court. So I want to thank all the people that keep believing in me, which are on my shirt: Arcis, Exagerm, Sedena, Dosachi, Fundación Telmex Telcel, Nike, Head, Sherpa, Ciudad Maderas, Sanmi. Thank you very much. And my family, mi familia que me está viendo, muchísimas gracias por el apoyo. Mi mamá, mi papá, mis hermanos que siempre me están apoyando, muchísimas gracias. And I think I talk a lot, but I really appreciate all the work you guys put for us. Jay, for a great tournament. Abram, the DJ that always was like dancing and put a lot of emotion. And you know, I think everybody passed a great weekend here in Greenville. So we're looking forward to get back the next year. We want to thank all the LPRT people that are watching us on the LPRT network, and team, and everybody the whole weekend that were supporting us. And of course, everybody knows that the media from the LPRT changed, and thank you, Maripa, because everybody's talking about that, and we really appreciate that's the way to raise the tour and to get more sponsors. So if you want to sponsor us, put the money there.
All right. Congratulations again in the award for champion. All right, congratulations again to Paola and Maria. Next up, we have our doubles finalists, Monse Mejia and Alexander Herrera from Mexico. So I know it didn't turn out quite the way you wanted it to, but you have had some wins already this year. This is the current U.S. Open Championship team. Can you explain to the fans out there what it's like to work with your partner in doubles? Is so different than singles.
First, we support us. We train so hard to be in the finals, to play against Samantha and Paola. They are great athletes, and I don't know what to say. And and I want to thank for everyone for do this tournament possible. It's my first time here, so I'm so happy to be here.
Muchas gracias a todos, a los que vinieron a ver el partido y excelente partido, Paola y Samantha. Y gracias a todos por su apoyo y sigan viendo las transmisiones.
Thank you. Congratulations and awards for the finalists in doubles. All right, congratulations again to our finalists and our champions for Sweet Caroline 2020, Paola Longoria and Samantha Salas from Mexico. Congratulations, ladies. I mean, well fought. I mean, you played a really tough team out there, and you've won and lost to that team. Can you kind of describe what it is like to play your fellow countrywomen?
Yeah, first of all, it's a pleasure playing a final against another Mexican team. They are really, really good. That's the only team that beat us in the last seasons. Sometimes, so it's hard, but we train really well. We know each other really good. We like to play, we enjoy the game together. I really feel the game when I play with Paola. That's why I never change my partner, I think. We share that mentality of doing our best, believe in each other. And again, congrats to Monse and Alexandra. They are playing awesome. So congrats also to my partner for the singles. We're gonna keep training really hard.
Paolo, do you have anything to add to your doubles final?
I think I already talked too much. But no, I just want to congratulate the other team, Monse and Alexandra. As Samantha say, that's the only team that they beat us like at the U.S. Open, and for us it was like always a fight with them. We know each other a lot, the games. We live in the same city, so we train sometimes together. Not anymore because they're knowing more our game, but you know, there's a battle, and we know every time like we need to keep improving as all the new girls are coming up. And as I said, it's been 11 years playing with Samantha. We trust each other every time on the court. No matter what, we always keep pushing and keep believing in each other, and that's the way I think a group team works. So keep believing in the person you have in your side, and just keep like motivating each other. So thanks again, and it was such a wonderful game, and glad to put a great show to all of you.
Also, I want to thank for the coaching in doubles. Thank you, Fran Davis. Thank you, Jim Winterton. You're doing a great job with us. Thanks.
And the awards presentation for the doubles champions. just thank everyone. Thank you, everyone, for coming out and supporting the LPRT this weekend. Thank you for watching at home as well. We appreciate all of your support for the Ladies Professional Racquetball Tour.
So there you have it. Longoria, Salas win the doubles. Longoria wins the singles. She takes home both titles. We'll be back in March for the Boston Open. Hope you join us to watch that or participate. Come and watch in person. But on behalf of myself, Tim Baghurst, TJ Bomba, the commissioner, Jay Josie, and JT on the controls, Maria Renee Rodriguez, our official referee. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next month.